Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Combat Corner, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Showmont. Before we jump in, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell. Folks, I have an exciting guest for you today. He is one of the elite fighters at the featherweight division. He is a contender. He's right there on the cusp of greatness. We had a chance to speak with him actually in Clearwater. Came on our live chat a couple of weeks ago in the live, and we appreciate it for that. Folks, I bring to you Brandon Superman Allen in the building. What's going on, my friend?
What's going on, big homie? How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well, man. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling like money, man. I'm ready to get back in now. I'm feeling great.
So the hand is all healed up.
Yeah, man. Everything's perfect, man. Everything's back how it needs to be.
So you when did you get back in the gym as far as able to hit people or
Um,
hit the
hit
bag, I guess.
hit people. I've
Hit the
been hitting
bag.
on the bag faithfully. We got sparring this Thursday, so there's gonna be a real test for the hand this weekend. This Thursday. So we're going out for sparring, some outside sparring. So that's gonna be pretty good for the hand. Other than that, I've been going full power on the bag. So I'm not feeling any pain. Do I feel a little bit of discomfort? Yes, but other than that, it's feeling great, man. So I'm feeling great. My hand feeling great. So I just can't wait to the next one, man. I'm ready to come back. I can't wait for the next person.
Is the entire healing process for your hand as much mental as it is physical?
Yes, because it'll honestly pull you away from some things because it'll make you feel like, hey, I'm not working this enough. I'm not working the jab enough. But at that same time, if you can't use one weapon, you have others. So you need to sharpen those other tools, sharpen those and get those much better if you feel like that is something that can't help you at that moment. So other than that, I've just been sharpening everything up. So I'm coming back the better me, the best me, and we're gonna get back on track doing what we need to do.
Which hand was it?
It was my jab hand. I lost my lead hand. Yeah,
And you
yeah.
and you and you snapped that jab pretty damn well.
Yeah, yeah. I kept trying to throw it out there. I kept touching them with it here and there, but I'm like, this shit's starting to hurt.
For folks that don't know, you broke your hand in your fight in Dubai against Nico Gaffey. When did you know you broke it? Did you break it early? Did you?
First round, I threw a hook and it hit him in the head, and I felt that. I'm like that stung. I feel it in the wrist. I'm like, ain't nothing. Keep going. I threw a jab. I'm like, yeah. I said that's hurting. I said, well, we're gonna work though. And the guy kept rushing. He kept rushing. I'm like, this little fucker is not staying back. I'm like, do you know? And then I start psyching myself out. I'm like, do you know that I'm hurt? I'm like, is it showing on my face? I wasn't showing it. I looked back. I
Oh
wasn't
my!
showing it, and I was trying to come forward, to try to play it off.
Mhm.
But he kept coming forward, kept coming forward, he kept being aggressive. And I couldn't throw the hand like I really wanted. So I'm trying to set up a big right hand or uppercut or a hook. So it just wasn't working. So I needed that though. I needed that. I really needed that. I was on a cloud where I needed to come down. I wasn't being myself. So I'm happy that he brought me down. Honestly, he brought me down. He made me back to the person I was before. I'm training 9 times, 10 times harder than what I need to. I'm going running every day. I'm swimming on the weekend. So he created something like, oh my God, I can't wait. I'm ready to put on a great show. That's why I said I just can't wait till the next card, man. They put me on.
So you break your hand in this fight, and had you seen him fight any film on? Because you only had one fight on his belt,
Yeah, he
and,
only
and,
had
and
one fight under his belt, but we did our research and we looked.
yeah,
He got a great resume. I think he's got like 40 some wins and like 6, 7 losses. Like he got a very nice record when it comes down to Muay Thai and stuff. So he knows what he's doing in the ring. He's a professional. Where it was lacking at, I stopped listening to the corner. Like I say, once I felt that the knuckle was messed up, I stopped listening to the corner. I tried to stray away and do small things to try to survive and get through and try to pick a lucky shot. Because it wasn't staying active enough. It was other things I could have done. I could have did a flash jab just in the face and pick off the body, but I panicked. I think that was truly my first time in a fight with an injury, and I folded to it. So I do apologize to the team, coaches and all. So, but they know me. I'm a warrior. I'm willing to go in there and do what I need to do. So you live and you learn. So that's, like I said, that's my first time experience with that. Like my first fight, I've never been cut before in my life. So I get in my first fight, I got blood coming off from my face. I'm coming in the corner. I'm in the corner. My coach is like, "Hey, you okay?" I keep touching my face. I'm like, "Is this really happening?" I'm like, "This is not me right now." I'm like, "I'm not for this." So even with that loss, I took a year layoff. I'm like, that's not for me. I'm like, that's not for me. So I talked to my coach a couple months later. He's like, "Man, we need you back." They're like, "We know what the problem was. You wasn't listening. We need to work on your head movement, And we got back in. We did what we needed to do. We beat Steve Morris. That's when he was ranked number 4.
Yeah.
And then we start climbing the ladder. After that, it was just keep constantly putting work, just grinding. I got to the point where, I'm at number 1. My shot is next. I got off of my horse. I literally got off my horse, and a couple fighters will understand. Once you get to a certain point in your career, you feeling like you're untouchable. And guess what? Shit happens. So with the injury to the hand, he being a pressure fighter, it went downhill. So kudos to him. I give it to him. But if we ever run it back, I'll stop you. Guaranteed, I'll stop you.
It's refreshing hearing you, because so many times I think fighters lie to themselves.
Yeah.
And convince themselves that, it wasn't what the other guy did. It's, well, if I had done this, well, your hand was broken. I don't know, where was it broken in your hand?
No, it was on the knuckle, my pinky knuckle. Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, the pain is shooting all the way up your arm.
It's going up to the wrist. It was stopping like right at the wrist. It was crazy. Every time I flicked the jab, I'm like, if let me just touch him. I was doing light jabs, just a flash jab. I touch him, boom. And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, I'm still feeling it. I'm like, this is crazy. I'm saying I'm just touching. So it was tough. Like I said, I can't wait. I'm just ready to get back, redeem myself, and build back up these wins. Whatever the BKFC has planned for me for a title shot, I'm not pressing it. Don't get it wrong. I would love to fight for the title. Kai is the goal when it comes down to fighting for the title. But if he vacates, go somewhere else, whoever has the title, that is the goal to get that belt. I will have it. That's a guarantee. Like I said, I'm back on my horse and I'm doing what I need to do. So somebody got to show me something.
So were you in MMA before you got into BKFC, into
I
bare
was.
knuckle?
Yeah,
So is that when you say, well, this might not be for me, was it I'm going back to MMA, or was it
No,
something else?
it was honestly, guess what, man? Stick to the 9 to 5, man. This shit is over.
Oh my God. Hey man, hey, you're keeping it real, man. Most people don't do that.
Hey,
Most people are not
hey, I
honest
took
about
that
what
first
you going through your
loss. I'm
brain.
talking about my hands was banged up. I come and wipe my own butt. I'm like, it's bad. I'm like, my face swole up. I'm like, hey, I can barely eat. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, this ain't for me. I'm like, maybe it's just not for me. But as a true fighter, man, I was so hungry. I'm still hungry. I'm like, I'm itching. I'm like, I'm itching. I got to get back in there. And now I'm talking to my coaches. They like, hey, man, come back, do what you need to do. I talked to Dave, Dave Mondell. He like, bro, he like, get back in the gym, do what you need to do. He like, we can get you a title. I'm like, all right, bro, bet. We got back on the car and we did what we needed to do. We really worked. So I'm just ready to show work. I feel like that's my main thing. I'm gonna come in with a shirt. I'm just ready to work.
Looking at your resume, you fought a whole lot. Was this the longest you've been out
Yes.
since?
Well, no, my
Because
longest layoff was after the Schaefer fight. I think that was like almost 16 months.
that was 20. Oh yeah, that was 23 to 24. I
Yeah,
missed that.
and I
Okay.
couldn't get nobody to fight me. Like
Really?
nobody. Only person that stepped up to the mat was Timmy Mason. Shout out to Timmy. So he did step up. I stopped him in the third. It was like I said, it was just hard getting fights. Like I'm hoping that somebody still I feel like I'm sweet right now. I'm really feeling like somebody hoping they can get a chance and get off and do what they need to do. I really pray that you feel that way, because I'm here for it. I'm here
What?
for it.
Why is it so hard for you to get a fight? I mean, this is a loaded division with so many fighters. What are they telling you? Because I mean, if you
It
go through the names, there's a laundry list of guys to
I
fight.
can run off a whole list of guys. Kai, that at the end of the day, Kai is Kai. Everybody knows
Yeah.
Kai. Kai, he want to fight the fights that he know for a fact that he's going to win, or that he's going to get a nice little purse from.
Mhm.
If he get a nice purse from it, he doesn't mind losing his belt. That's how
Mhm.
he feel. That's just being honest.
Yeah.
Um, but I got to give it to the little guy. He still pulls off wins somehow. I don't know how, but he does it. Brian Duran. Um, and be respectful this time. Brian
He
Duran,
oh he was respectful of you.
yeah, that's why I
Remember?
said I'm gonna be respectful this time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be respectful this time. He he doesn't want to fight. I think because of management. I think because he's under all-in management. When I tried to fight HD Davis, that was the same thing, management. HD on went up to 55, so I know that's not gonna happen.
Mhm.
Um, James Brown said he want to fight, but I think he moved up to 55 also after the Ferrero or whoever he fought. That guy,
Mhm.
he fought some guy and he beat him bad. So I
Mhm.
think he's moving up to 55 also. Who they gonna give me? Jimmy Rivera.
Would you fight him?
I beat the shit out of Jimmy. Give me Jimmy. I come to Montana. I would love to come back to Montana on the simple fact they have great food. The food is some of the best I've had in the world. So I would love to go back to Montana to eat. So if they want to do Jimmy, I'm down for Jimmy. But I'm rumors. I'm hearing that it's supposed to be a car in Clearwater in August. That's the
Mhm.
rumor. I don't know how true that is. So hopefully, if that's the case, I know for a fact I'll be able to sell hella tickets, and I'll be able to have family and friends there, so that'll be fun. So put me at
Are
home. I would love that, but if not, it doesn't matter. I'm willing to go anywhere to dance. So I love
Mhm.
doing this. This is
Did
what
you
I
see
do.
the video that Kai Stewart made on social media where he
No,
was basically dogging every fighter out?
no.
No, it was amusing because he does it his way and he's entertaining and all that stuff. But he did a video that where it's like, oh, no one knows who this guy is. Who the hell is this guy? It was almost like an old school Conor McGregor. Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
Type thing, type of deal. And looking at a guy like Kai Stewart, though, I mean, he has beaten all these guys, and
Yeah.
obviously you were right there. And I'm sure that if had you gotten that win, did you go to the back after that like I was right there. I was next. There was nothing they could do to deny me that shot.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
like that. As a fighter, and every fighter knows, like when you at that breaking point and it
Mhm.
breaks. It's tough. It's tough. Mentally, it's very tough because you start saying to yourself, "Is this for me?" Again, you start
Mhm.
questioning yourself. But I look back at everything. I'm like, damn. I come in, enemy background. I'm like, I hurt my hand. I'm like, you know what? Get back on the horse. Do what you need to do. You know for a
Mhm.
fact you're the best fighter. You're a better fighter. Get out there, do what you need to do. You're in the best camp in the world. So like I said, I have faith in my team. My team is everything for me. To be able to train with the guys that I train with and have the coaches that I have in my corner, I just don't see anybody honestly being me when I'm the best me. So
Mhm.
being the best me is a healthy me, a listening me, and a patient me. So like I said, I'm getting all those things back under me, and it's gonna be hell. Whoever in front of me that next fight, I'm ready. I'm so ready. I had Louis Lopez. He jumped in my inbox. He said he want to fight, but
Mhm.
I don't think it brings anything to the table. Stock wise, I think it'd just put another win on my resume, which I wouldn't mind. But like I said, all the people I have ever fought has had a winning record. I want everybody that I have ever fought to have a winning record. I think he has a winning record, but barely. I think it's like a 4-3. It's
He's
kind of
lost.
bad.
I think he's lost like 3 or 4 straight fights because he's fought the best guys over and over again. He's not taking any easy fights, I should say, or what you
Yeah,
might call
yeah,
easy fights.
he's not taking the easy road. He's not taking the easy road. I give him that. Um, but he's a beatable guy. He's a very beatable guy. He got a lot of holes in his game. And I'll be willing to expose him if the BKFC is willing, and the money is right. I'm down for whatever. I'm kind of sour. I can't lie. I'm kind of sour that HD left the 55 division. I wanted that. Once I get the title at 45, I'm gonna say it again. Once I get it at 45, I will be moving up to probably 55 because that's something I always wanted to do. I want me and him to dance at 55. I feel great. He'll feel great. And that'll be a great fight at 55. 45, I feel like that's a little too much for him. I know I can make the weight, but I feel like that'll be a little too much for him because he is a tall guy. I think he's like, what, 6'1", 6'2"? Yeah, 6'2". So he's a big boy. So I won't want to take anything away from him when it comes down to that. Everybody knows the fight game. If I tell you, guess what, cut an extra 5 pounds, that can be devastating to a person. So if I tell you, to fight at a weight that you're comfortable at, I'm comfortable at, it's no excuses at this point. So I would love to do that. When it comes down to Brian Duran, I love to do that also. I'll do it in your backyard. But like I say, once again, that's a management thing, and I'll let them handle that. So I honestly don't know what's in store for me next when it comes down to the 145 division. I don't know who they're going to put in front of me. And it doesn't matter. But let's do it. That's my thing. I'm waiting on a call. Hopefully I get a call next month. They let me know, or by the end of this month, they let me know. So we need to do what we need to do. I'm staying light this go around.
Okay. What is heavy for you?
I'm staying light this go around.
So what do you like, stay in the 160 range or something like that? 165 range?
I try to stay in the 60s range. I try to stay in the 60 range.
So heavy is like in the 70s and 80s?
Yeah.
Did you get to the 80s?
Yeah.
You were eating well then. Okay.
Yeah, I don't get fat. I just spread, man. I get thick. Like I said, I used to play football, so I get pretty thick, man. So other than that, man, it's been a journey. This has been the best road I have ever been down, man. It's exciting, man. I want to thank Dave Feldman also, man, for even allowing me to do this, man. Nate, man, thank Nate too. So it's just been a journey. It really has been a journey. And for my team and my coaches that have faith in me, the way that they do, they put real deal time into me. Like if I call, hey, man, it's Sunday, I need some work. Hey, what time can you be in the gym? And we all get to the gym and we need to do what we need to do. Even if it come down to the mental, hey, man, it's 11, 12 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock in the morning. Hey, my head not right. Well, talk to me. What's going on? So it's a family vibe and family bunch at this gym, and we're just, we're very tightly knitted. So I just love it. It's one of those gyms, like if you go anywhere else, it's not going to feel the same. It's not.
What got you into MMA, then BKFC? What was your road like? What was your childhood to this point? Like where did you start the fight? The fight, because everyone's different. I mean, some people went through a lot of shit and they fought their way coming up. A lot of other people, I mean, talking to Dave Mundell, he was a pudgy guy, he said, then became a wrestler in high school and then decided he wanted to fight. And then now
it's
he
crazy
has
because Dave never even had a street fight before.
That's what he said. It's like he wasn't a fighter. He whereas I've talked to other guys who like they fight in the aisle of a supermarket or at a gas station. It's like I can't imagine fighting at a gas station just for shits and giggles, but I guess some people are into that. What was your road like? What did you go through to get there?
I came up in a love but survival household. Life was good. It had its ups and it had its downs, but I did a lot of fighting. I lived in the projects. It was, oh, you're a pretty boy, you don't need to be in the hood. I'm like, I don't pay the bills here. So it was just tough coming up in the projects in St. Petersburg. Like I tell people, man, St. Peter's not for the weak. It's not. It's a small city, but at a point in time, it was murder capital. So it was just, and it was only one Walmart on the whole south side of St. Pete at a point in time. So if a person told you, hey, I'm gonna get you, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna get you. It's only like, I think it's like 70 blocks.
At the Walmart? Blocks. At the Walmart specifically?
From the north side to from Central to the last street in St. Petersburg on the south side, I think it's like 72 blocks.
When are
It's
they going to
not
get
big
you?
at all.
Are they going to get you at the Walmart? That's when they're going to get you? Because
Yeah,
everyone
man, they
goes to
get you
Walmart.
whenever. They don't got. They get you wherever. When I say they get you wherever, they get you wherever. Yeah, I
Yeah,
have some stories, man. If I ever come down and rap with you, you'll be like, whoa.
definitely.
Yeah, it's bad, man. It was so bad. I grew up just fighting. Ever since the age of 12, I have punched somebody in the face every year.
Every
Every year, I punched at least one person in the face since the age of 12. So I've been doing this a long time. So for a person to be like, "Oh, you're scared of fighting," man, fighting is nothing for me. That's like going into the kitchen, getting a bottle of water, coming back to bed. So it's just it's nothing to do. So I love it. Like when people say, I'm nervous, I get excited. Like this, it arouses me almost. I get so happy. I don't think people understand. Like to punch another man in the face and see him go flatline and he fold up like a lawn chair. Oh my God. Like, what's more exciting than that? What's more
I mean,
exciting?
I think it's exciting for everybody except him and his team and his family and those who put money on him. Because I know when you watch these fights, they're BKFC. I'm a big MMA fan, but BKFC has drawn me into the point where it's like, yo, you can't blink. Did you see the fight card this weekend?
Oh yeah, I watched it. I watched the whole
Holy
thing.
shit.
Yeah.
If you were betting and you had a parlay with like 4 of those fights, you'd have on $100, you would have made like 50 grand. You got
Yeah.
upset, and these were not like minus one. These were not like plus 150s. These are plus
500s, 400.
400, 500, 600. I mean, you got, for example, you mentioned punching Gaffey in the head, in basically in the forehead, which is the hardest part of the body, pretty much. And you saw this guy, Rick Hahn's fight, the dude that he fought. He hit him right in the fucking forehead right
Yeah.
here. And I'm like, yo, how did he not break his hand? Fucking dropped him, split him the fuck open, and the fight's
Yeah.
over.
It's crazy.
Did
It's
that
and
not? Did that look like Machete to you? Old Danny Trejo from one of those Machete movies.
it was crazy. It was
And
crazy.
he was a massive underdog. And then
Yeah, he was.
watching a card like that, where you see there was one knockout in the first fight where he hit the guy in the temple. It was like it was delayed. Like, oh shit, I just got knocked out.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
There was some. Yeah, I mean, there were knockouts on that card.
It was a hell of a card. It was a hell of a card, man. I want to parlay that night anyway, so
Did you
so
go
that's always a
underdogs?
good
Because there
night.
was a lot of underdogs who won in that card, man. That
Yeah,
was
I played it safe though. I played it safe. So
yeah.
it came through pretty good, man. I played it
Okay,
safe. I only
that's
played.
good.
I had a 4 pick, so it was easy. But other than that, man, I can't wait to the Miami card. I know that's coming
Yeah,
up. Texas, that's this week, I think.
it's this weekend.
Yeah, that's this week.
There was
I'm
a
ready to
change
see.
on the. There was a change on it. You know, you have the main event, which
Yeah, I know, I know, I
how in
know.
the, I'm not going to make you answer this question, but I'm going to talk about this in another video. How the hell do you have a guy not get a visa and he's the main event of a card? I don't. You would think that stuff would be worked out
But it's not
long
always
in
worked out
advance.
that way. Some
Okay.
people like we had a well, I didn't have a problem. Timmy Stridham when he
Yeah.
fought Kai Stewart in Dubai, he almost
Yeah.
didn't make it because his visa got denied because he's from Africa, so he had to get his visa from Africa. So it's a lot of different things and there's a lot of loopholes when it comes down to that passport game. You have to have it early. If you're a champion, or like they say, if
Yeah.
you're in the top 5 and you're a champion, get your passport. You need it. You have to have it. It's gold. So that's why we made sure I got mine, and I think
Yeah.
everybody on my team has one. So it's gold. You have to have it. It's money. It's a ticket.
I
So
saw Tenaglia. I thought I thought maybe he had a twin brother because I see him in a fight
yeah,
last
on another
weekend.
card.
And I'm like, wait, is that the same guy?
Yeah,
And he's fighting a week later, and then it turns out he's not fighting a week later. I think they
yeah.
probably already knew that, and you know that's disappointing because I wanted to see
I
that
just
fight for
don't know
sure.
how he may get script. You know how they feel about
Yeah,
champions fighting in other organizations.
yeah,
If you're a champion, you don't supposed to do that because at the same time, if you lose somewhere else, your
you get
credibility
dragged
over here, it drops stock. So
big
I
time.
understand it. As a business, on the business side, I understand it. If you as a champion, I wouldn't want you to fight anywhere else because if you lose, you're gonna make us drop stocks. Like with Mike Perry. When Mike Perry lost to
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul, he lost his stock. As a lot of stock fell off of him. You should have never did that. I understand the payday was great. I understand that. But certain things are not worth the money. Your stock went down. You like right now, a lot of people don't have faith in you when it comes down to the BKFC. I'd like for him and Dave to fight, for him to be a very big underdog. At least a 250, maybe three better. So yeah, your stock gonna drop. It's hard to come back from things like that if you're a champion. So I tell people to stop doing that. Even like with Gogo, he's coming back. I'm happy to see Gogo coming back.
Yeah. He says he made a mistake. He didn't realize. Go ahead. Sorry.
When it comes down to Gogo, I'm so happy to see him back, man. I want him to come back and do what he needs to do. Trout gave up the belt. So what now? I know I heard that Trout maybe most likely going down to 55. He said that's a better cut for him. So the divisions between the 145 to 165, the divisions are stupid. They're stacked. I love it. I really love it. But I want to see Gogo, come back, do what he need to do, get his title, defend it a couple times, and put on a great show. I like how what he brings to the table. He's very aggressive. It's not too much technique to it, but it shows what bare knuckle is and what it can be. It can be gritty, it can be dirty, it can be nasty. It shows that it's not always skill. Sometimes it takes that fighter to be able to bite down on the mouthpiece and come forward. So we're going to see what he does when that time comes back around.
You made it real easy to ask a bunch of questions right now because you mentioned like a gazillion things in a second. You got Dave Mundell, Mike Perry. They had Dirty Boxing on Saturday down here, and he was asked about Dave Mundell. And he says he's never been offered a fight with Dave Mundell. Do you have any inside information as to that, if you know or not? But on top of that, he says he'll beat Dave Mundell again. He says he would say yes in a second. I'm not starting beef, but I know that Dave Mundell wants that fight. When I talked to him, he said on record he would be really bothered if BKFC gave that fight to anybody else. I'm supposed to talk with your management, Jihad and these guys. I'm supposed to talk to them tonight. I don't know if it's going to happen tonight. Maybe it will be later this week. But I did that interview with Marcus Edwards. I don't know if you saw it or not.
Yeah.
He had a few things to say. Hey, man, I'm just a platform.
Yeah.
Don't beat me up.
Yeah.
I give y'all platform to talk y'all shit. But he says, he's never been offered to fight. He says he beat Mundell twice. I know he beat Mundell once in MMA. Did he beat him? He beat him twice in MMA?
Once in amateurs, once in pro.
Ah, gotcha. All right. Then.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on that fight? We all want to see it, and you mentioned that he may have had his stock drop.
I'm gonna start off with the Edwards situation. When it comes down to Edwards, I feel like he's doing the same thing that Daniel Sanchez just did. You're trying to leap into a circle that you're not even ready for right now. You have what? I think 3 wins.
4-0.
4-0. 4-0. You're talking about trying to jump in there with a guy that's 10-1 right now. The number one.
I thought he was 11-1. I thought Mundell was 11-1.
Is he?
I don't know. Let me
I thought he was 10-1.
Man, hey, you're probably right. You're right. Wait, let's see here. Let me confirm. Let's see. He's 10-1. You're right. I was giving him an extra win.
So that's coming up. up. So yeah, but you're jumping into a very big pool, man. And I tell all fighters, man, be patient. Your time gonna come regardless. Like I've been at this for a while. I've been chasing out the car for the last 2, maybe 3 years. I've been ranked number 1 for the last almost 2 years now. So July will make 2 years. So I've been chasing out the car for a while, but it gets to the point where it's like, you know what? Take your time, do what you need to do, build yourself, build your brand, build your skill, and you'll get there. So when it comes down to Edwards, take your time, bro. Your time will come. And just the same thing is gonna happen to everybody else. It's just what it is, bro. Just do what he do best. So it is what it is on that. But when it comes down to Mike, I think the coaches in them tried to get at Mike a few times, but you know how promotion is. If something bigger and better comes along, I think they throw that out there first, if it makes sense. Like I tell them, this is still a business at the end of the day. It ain't just to please the fans. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And if that was the case, I would have been having it built. So, but it doesn't work like that. It's still a business at the end of the day. So if the numbers make sense, then I follow the numbers. And right now, the numbers make sense for Dave and Perry to fight. If anything else, it does not make sense unless they bring in somebody, I don't know, a big name from the UFC or from
Mhm.
boxing to fight Perry or Dave. Then guess what? Yeah, then that makes sense. But anything other than that, it should be Dave and it should be Mondale going at it. I say put the King of Violence belt on the line. Put the 175 belt on the line, and the best man wins. Shit. This is the third time y'all going at it, but I need Perry to understand this is a totally different Dave. You're not fighting a teenage Dave anymore. You're not fighting a young 21, 22 Dave anymore. You're finding a Dave that actually got boxing now. He didn't even have boxing then. He didn't even have Jihad
Mhm.
in his corner back then.
Yeah.
So for you to even say that, because the only thing he had back then was wrestling and jiu-jitsu. His hands wasn't all that. So now you're talking about a Dave that's should say 10 years plus in the game, and this is what you want to do, and your boxing is horrible. It's still the same. You're literally a power puncher. Don't get it wrong. It can get you pretty far. As you see, you're a millionaire now. Kudos, congrats. But it's at the same time in the fight game is levels. Everybody know that if you're a fighter, it is levels to this game. That's why a lot of people don't want to fight Shakur Stevenson. Like I say, it's levels. Even though he's a boring fighter, guess what? It's levels. It's
Very
levels.
boring.
Very boring. But guess what? He'll piece you apart. He'll piece
I
you
know.
apart.
God, it's like and that watching him fight's like watching paint dry.
Yeah,
They're
it
just
is. It
dreadful.
really is. But if you a real, if you know boxing and you
Yeah.
see how he'll fake to the head, go to the body, come back to the head, sidestep. It's like, God damn, like you a master, young boy. Like
Hmm.
it's beautiful how he'll throw the head off the line, throw a punch, pivot that way, throw another one, pivot again, come back the other way. It's like, Jesus, like, what do you do with your time? This is all you do. You don't have kids, you don't have family, like like that's why I was a fan of, like, I'm a fan of Floyd. I love his work. I'm not a fan of him. I'm a fan of his work.
No, I don't know that. I don't know that too many people are a fan of the personal life of Floyd, but I
Yeah,
mean,
like
as
his
a
personal
fighter,
life, I'm not a
as a
fan of.
fighter,
Like,
he's incredible. I mean,
yeah,
but
like at the end of the day, I take nothing from that man.
yeah,
Nothing.
no,
Nothing at all. Like I will say it. He is the greatest fighter to ever do it. I put him over Sugar and everybody else. Muhammad, he is the greatest fighter to ever do it. He is the only fighter in the history to beat the most champions like he did and hold a record like he has hold. So I gotta give it to him. He's
do
the
you
only guy that's doing it like that.
when you when you mention just going back to Marcus Edwards, he does have like 30 some odd MMA fights. Do you remove MMA when talking about BKFC?
I do.
Okay,
I do.
and I wanted to bring that up because when you look, like, for example, this weekend you had Brandon Allen on that card. I'm sorry, Brendan Ward on the
Burn
card.
Ward. I about to say
Brendan
I
Ward on the
wish.
card. Yeah, Brendan Ward was on the card. No, the Brandon. I'm thinking Brandon Allen from the UFC. My bad. Brendan Ward on the card, and he got absolutely destroyed.
Yeah.
By they need to put a better picture of J.R. Rumley because he doesn't look anything like that on the BKFC site to what he looked like. Like he looked like an old guy with a
Yeah, he
receding
did.
hairline, and in the picture on BKFC looks like he's 21 years old.
Yeah.
And so he's 6'3", he's long. He doesn't have this appearance of a fighter, but he just jabbed the shit out
Yeah.
of Ward, and Ward just kept walking into him. And
But
even when he had Rumley on the ropes, he's throwing up here when Ward he's up here. Man, hit him in the
body.
body. You would have crippled him.
Yeah.
Is that what when you're talking? Because they're talking about him like fast tracking him. There's no fast track now. He got absolutely demolished by this dude.
Yeah, it
And
ain't no
when you look
fast
at him,
tracking. You're gonna have to work your way back up there, guy. Like I tell people, this game is not, it's not like nothing else. It's not
Mhm.
boxing. Is You don't got that cushion, like I tell people.
Yeah.
And even when it comes down to boxing is it's a different breed. Like I said, when it comes down to BKFC, because you got all that wrap and cushion under there, and it's hard as a brick. Then you got probably 1 ounce of cushion right there. So it's hard as shit when you get punched by a glove. A lot of people think it's softer, but it's not. It's hard. But to get hit by bare knuckle, to hear it, to feel it, even to block it, it's so much like, whoa, like the bone on bone contact. I tell people it's a feeling that you'll never experience. Like when you do MMA, if a person put an elbow on forehead, now you can see where I'm coming from. Because then it's like, whoa, okay, bone on bone is totally different. You split so much faster. If I touch that chin right, you're gone. If I touch that ear right, you're gone. It's just, if I hit you in your mouth good enough, I can knock out some of your teeth. So it's just, like I tell people, you in this game here, you just want to break somebody. You want to outclass them or you want to break them. Me personally, I like to outclass people, because if I outclass you, it just shows that I'm a better fighter. So I don't have to go back through the ropes of saying, oh, I just flatlined them. Anybody can knock anybody out. I tell people that all the time. But for you to get outclassed, that's a totally different thing. And if you was a 100%, he was 100%, nobody got any injuries in that fight, and you just got outclassed, it's just, that's what it was. You just got to go back to the drawing board and, do what you need to do best. But at this point here, BKFC is in its own lane, and I'm telling people, man, it separates a lot of people. A lot of people. I'm even hearing what's his name from the UFC, Starkling, or what's his name, Strokeling.
Sean Strickland.
Yeah, he's saying how he don't want to come to the BKFC is for old people, retired people. But like I told people, he come over here, it's a totally different game. You can't kick, you can't all that elbowing and grabbing and think you're gonna hold me. No, that doesn't work like that. And a lot of people see like this is totally different. You got to know how to get your grabs. You only got 2 minutes. And a lot of people thinking within 2 minutes is need to be a go, 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 go. When honestly it needs to be like pick my shot, pick my shot, pick my shot, pick my shot, move, pick my shot, pick my shot. It needs to be like that. It needs to be more calculated more than anything. And a lot of people don't understand that. So I feel like that's why I have the advantage when it comes down to fighting, because I guess I honestly pick my shots and I look for openings, while other guys, they come in there and just want to throw hands and throw bombs. So I tell them, it is what it is. Whatever floats your boat, I sink it.
You mentioned Floyd Mayweather, and one thing that Floyd Mayweather I thought was pretty damn good at was he'd come around with a shot, and then somehow his elbow hit someone in the chin as well. Did you ever think about that?
I tell people,
No, did you ever think about that from like even in the fight in Dubai, because your fist is messed up, that maybe it's like, oh, I might miss, and an elbow hits him across the chin, but nobody will notice it, because
but it does happen. It does happen in this game.
Yeah.
I don't see some people get split by a bow, man. Even rushing in with the head on head, it happens. But like I tell people, man, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying to win, man. I step on feet.
I love that.
I step on feet. I pull arms like in the inside. I'm pulling the arm, yanking you down. I'm punching in your neck. I'm trying to do it all.
You played football. They teach you to hold, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. I try to do all the little dirty tricks. I can see your hand out. I try to punch your hand. I try to break a finger on you. So I punch everything. If whatever I see open, if I see your forearms, I'm beating those up. If I can punch a bicep so you get a frog in your arm, you can't move your arm, I try to do it all. I want to punch you everywhere. So
people think the casual doesn't think that has an impact. You punch someone in the shoulder enough times, the arm is like
it's not gonna come up. And I learned in my Timmy Mason fight, because he uppercutted me right in my throat. I learned if you get punched in the throat,
just holding my fist there is not comfortable.
And after that second round, he punched me in the throat. I went to the ropes and I just leaned on the ropes. And my coach was like, He's like, you tired? I'm like, I can't breathe.
Hit me in my throat.
I'm like, bro. I'm like, he punched me in my throat. Then I'm like, he punched me in my neck. I'm like, bro. I'm like, is this he trying to do this? So I'm like, bro, I'm adding that to the game, man. So if
Wasn't
I
he
can
from
punch you in the neck, I'm gonna do it.
Wasn't he from your area also?
No, he's from
No,
Montana.
no. The first guy you had was from your area. The one, Steve-O Morris was from your area, right?
Yeah,
As
yeah,
well.
he's from
Okay.
Tampa. He's from Tampa.
Yeah.
I think he's coming back on a card pretty soon. Also, I think I seen.
Okay.
But hopefully he does well. Also, man. Me
Mhm.
and him had some very light sparring back in the day in the amateurs, and
Mhm.
I was very surprised that he said he wanted to take the fight, but he said he wanted to take it on the one condition: I couldn't have Jihad in my corner. So
Why?
it was just, I was like, okay, that's fine. You know, we just changed up. And like I said, we got a three-headed monster in the gym. So if one coach can't do it, we got two others that can. So
Gotcha.
it's the
Let me ask.
same game plan all the way
I,
around.
I've asked this now of Michael Larimore. I've asked this now of Dave Mundell. I'm gonna ask you. Do you ever spar with Jessica Borga?
That's my sparring partner.
I hear they all say she hits hard as shit.
Listen.
Tell me how you feel about it, cause
I hit her like a man. I hit her ass like a man. I don't play with her. I don't play with her. No, I don't want to play with her. She hit too hard. First of
she
all,
hits too hard.
she almost knocked out a dude in our gym. I think he was like a 35 or like he's like 140. He's a grown
Yeah,
man though.
he's a grown man.
Yeah, legs dancing, moving. I'm like, bro, I'm like, hard, stop the fight. He right there with his arms crossed. If he knock her out, he's a man. I'm like, bro, what is going on here? And it's like she just, I don't know, she's a different breed, man. Like to train with Borgia, she's gonna come with everything. She's a horse. She's a horse, man. She puts it in, day out. You can call her right now. She's getting it in. Right now, I know for a fact she's in office. You know, every day is a work day for her. Every day she's dieting. You know, you'll never catch Borgia over probably maybe 150. If you catch her at like 53, she's a fat girl right now. That's her being a fat girl. She's never walking
That's funny.
anything. I say maybe 5 to 7 pounds overweight. She's
Wow.
always ready at any point of time to get it in. So but yeah, she trained with nothing but men. So you know, and well, we have Crystal also, but Crystal, she's different also. Her hands are just everywhere. She's fast as shit. So, but Jessica, she just hits like a man. She hits like a grown man. So when I touch her,
Has she dropped you?
never, 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 never. But I dropped her. I
Okay.
dropped her to the body, to the body.
Body shots are worse than headshots.
It is. It really is. It really is.
Yeah.
She don't like when she starts slanging and when she get like frustrated, she's gonna start really chunking them. And when you chunking them, you just go up under one and you know, you gotta really stick it in there though, because if you don't, she gonna come back with something. So you gotta really stick it in there. You gotta stab her. So once you stab her, she drops. She drops like, you know, it works. But you gotta you gotta know what you're doing. Like I say, I hit hard, man. I'm not I say I'm a small dude, you know. So
you're the same height as me. What are you, 5'9", 5'10"?
yeah, I'm 5'9". I'm 5'9".
Okay, yeah, we're basically the same height, but I'm 100 pounds heavier. I need to fight at heavyweight.
Yeah, come on, you
I ain't
do
doing
it.
it.
Come on.
I'm damn near 50 years old, bro. I ain't
But
doing that
people
shit.
still fighting that.
I don't know how the fuck they doing that, bro. They've been fighting their whole lives. I'm supposed to go do this as a rookie at 47. I
Hey
thought
man,
my wife
but you
wouldn't let me
got
do it.
what's his name? Houston. He still fights. I don't know if he's ever coming back.
Shit. You mean Houston Alexander?
Yeah.
No. Nah. I've never been a fighter. I just love watching it. My wife won't even let me do that crap, and I'd have to go in the gym and probably have surgery on my legs as well because I got Achilles tendonitis. The last thing I need is to pop an Achilles.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
And
don't do it. Don't
it
do
makes
it.
it harder to run. That's the problem. Is I can't really run, but
Yeah, see, and that's my
what,
thing. I played football and basketball growing up so much, so it's like a little tough on the knees for me to say I'm gonna get some road work.
yeah.
So what I do is I do a lot of swimming. I do a lot of swimming. I get on the bicycle a lot, but swimming is like my main cardio. So
yeah,
like I tell people, I'm always game Go swimming. I'm always game to go swimming. That's how I get my cardio. That's how I get my wind up. So that's the best thing for me.
All right, man. Brandon, I appreciate you jumping on today, man. Any final words for your fans, for the
Man,
BKFC,
shout
for
out.
future opponents?
Future opponents, bring your ass. I'm willing. I'm ready. August, I will be ready for any and everybody. Um, Shout out to Shift Combat coaches, three-headed goats, the team, full blast. Thank you for always supporting me. And God up above, thank you for everything that blessed me with. So other than that, man, I want to thank you for having me on also, man. It's a blessing.
Man, I appreciate you, man. I look forward to seeing you fight again in the very near future. August, if it's in Clearwater, I presume I will be there. Presuming it's not the first weekend of school, because I got to deal with that too. I got
Yeah,
11 and
yeah,
13-year-old for
yeah.
school, so we'll see. But I'm looking forward to it, man, and I appreciate you once again. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Brandon Superman Allen in the building. Be sure to go hit him up on his Instagram. I'm going to link it in the bio. And once again, Brandon Superman Allen, thank you very, very much. This is Combat Corner, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.
I've been down through the blood and the sweat. Guarantee you can know I'm a threat. I've been down through the blood.